yo encontremos la forma de vernos ahora que el tiempo se agota.
Hello
Quiero que
everyone,
sepas que te
welcome to
pienso.
your English class. Today is Friday, and for today's class we're going to see adverbs of frequency, right guys? So before starting the class, I would like to remind you as usual that your participation, guys, in class is very important. The more you participate, the better the class is, okay? So for today's class, as I told you, we're going to see adverbs of frequency. So what's the idea? I'm going to give I'm going to provide some examples. I'm going to explain what adverbs of frequency are, so then you guys can give me all your examples. Nicolas is right there reading your examples, your participation, your questions, etc. Okay, so let's go. So the adverbs of frequency, guys, are those words you use to describe or to express how often you guys do an activity. Yep, is it good?
Yes.
Okay, so the adverb of frequency is used to express how often you do an activity. So, for example, if you guys do something, okay, many times, so you have a word, you have an adverb that expresses the number of the time you uses that, okay? So normally you have like you guys have like adverbs that tell you the exact number of times you do an activity. For example, weekly, daily, so that is more exact. So when you have an exact, adverbs of frequency are those ones that you use to express just how often you do that activity, okay? So I'm going to show you those adverbs of frequency. I'm going to make some examples using them so you guys can follow mine and then you can give me your own examples. So let's see. The first one is always. Always is the first one, okay? Always. The next one is usually. Usually. Okay? Usually. The next one is normally, or you can use normally or frequently. Alright? Then you guys get sometimes, okay? Then you guys have occasionally. Oops, it's double C, right? Can you please check the spelling of this word?
Okay.
Occasionally it's double C, yeah, or double S. Occasionally, guys. So then you got like hardly ever, yeah.
Double C.
Okay, and double L, right?
Yes.
Hardly ever. And you can use never. You see that? So let's see. I will put like a percentage to each one of these adverbs of frequency for you guys to know. For example, to express better the number of times, okay, you can, okay, how often you guys do an activity. For example, if you do an activity like 100% of the time, you guys are gonna use always, okay? I repeat, if you guys do an activity like 100% of the time, you guys use always. It means that 100% of the time you guys do that, to say you always do that, okay? So the opposite, if you do that activity like this is no, you have never done that, like you don't do it, guys, you don't do that, so you guys use never, which is 0%. 0% represents like the number of times or the percentage of time you guys do that. If it is 0, it means that you don't do that activity. For example, I never smoke, okay, cigarette. I never smoke cigarettes. So it means that the 0% of time I smoke. It means that I don't smoke, okay? So then we got like, we can say like hardly ever could be like a 10%, okay? Which it means like 10% of the time I do that. Give me a second. Like 10% of the time I do that, okay? It means like at least I have done that once, or I do that like, I don't know. For example, I will tell you my own examples. Let's see. Okay, so I hardly ever eat sushi. It means that I have eaten sushi at least once, or I do it. It means that I eat sushi at least like once a month. You see that? So it's like hardly ever. You do it, but you don't do it that too much. Okay? Then you guys go with occasionally, which could be like, I don't know, 30%. Okay, 30%. Then you guys got sometimes, which is, I don't know, maybe 50%. It means that if you say sometimes, it's because you guys do that activity at least the 50% of the time. Okay? Then you go like with occasionally, that could be 70%. And then you go with usually it could be, I don't know, like 90%. Okay? So guys, listen to me. This is just like a guide. These percentages, they are like a guide. Son una guía. Esto no es algo que tenga que ser. Eso no es una camisa de fuerza. No significa que yo esté, ok. Esta actividad la hago 100% del tiempo. No, la hago un 90 o tal vez un 55. Entonces 55, entonces estaría como aquí voy a utilizar normal. No. That's like guide, okay? Only a guide. So this is just for you to guide and see and express, okay, how often you do the activity. So in my case, just you have to have in mind, or you just have to take into account that if it is like the 100% you guys do the activity, you use always. If it is 0%, it means never. Okay, so what's the idea? I'm going to write some examples. Oh, I see, Nicholas, that you already got examples, right?
One.
Okay, well, just one? Okay,
yes.
So I'm going to provide, how many assistants we have today?
16.
16? Okay, good. 16 or 16?
16.
16.
16.
Okay, good. So guys, what's the idea? I'm going to write my own examples using this so you can follow mine, okay? And maybe, okay, and understand how they work, or how to write, how to use them, and you guys can write your own ones, okay? So let's go, let's use another color. Let's use this one. So here we go. I always make my bed. Okay? So guys, look at this sentence. I always make my bed. It means that, guys, every day I make my bed. I make my bed to organize I organize my room maybe, but I make my bed. That's an activity. That is something that I do 100% of the time, okay? Good, let's continue now. Let's go with usually.
Teacher.
Yeah?
An example of always. Bradley. I always do my homework on time.
Okay, very good. I always do my homework on time. I usually...
Y una pregunta.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah?
Valentina, que si always y forever significan lo mismo y se pueden utilizar para lo mismo.
Okay, so forever, it's a number, okay, but it's a number of frequency, okay, so you don't say, I forever go. Okay, forever is something to express that is for the eternity, okay, and always is a number of frequency. Otra vez. Forever is not a number of frequency, okay? I don't use forever, okay, to express the time, okay? I don't use forever to express the time or how often I do an activity. Forever is more like an adjective. It's forever, it's for the eternity. Is that clear? One more time. Always is an adverb of frequency. It's an adverb, the frequency, right? And forever is more like an adjective. So forever is not used in a sentence like this. I don't say in English, I forever make my bed, okay? Because forever is an adjective. And remember that the adjective is the one that modifies the verb. And the adverb is the one that modifies the verb, okay? And the, what's that? Whatever, and the adjective modifies the subject, and the adverb modifies the verb. That's clear, okay? I just got confused a little bit, but it's okay. So guys, remember, that's different. So you don't use forever as another frequency, okay? So I always make my bed, I usually go to the gym. If you see here this sentence, I usually go to the gym, it means, guys, that it's not an activity that I do all the time, but it's an activity that I do, like I do it, but notice it isn't like 100% of the time, okay? So let's go with normal frequency. I normally clean my room. You see this? I normally clean my room. So this normally is modifying the verb clean, the times or how often it expresses how often I clean my room. And I clean my room, okay? Then we go with sometimes. I sometimes. Hey, please check if this sometimes with the S as another frequency with the S or not, please. Sometime. Okay, I sometimes cook. You see this? I sometimes cook. You see that? So that's another way to express an activity that I do, guys, but it's not like I do it all the time. The next one could be I occasionally run, okay? You see? I occasionally run, then you can say I hardly ever play soccer, okay? It's like, guys, when you say hardly ever play soccer, it means like I have done it like at least once, but it's just something that I do all the time. Like hardly ever means at least once a month, or I don't know. And then you got finally, which is 0%, never. It means that you guys don't do that, okay? So it's not your activity. I never, as I told you, I never smoke. Okay, so if you see, guys, with these sentences, if you see here with these sentences, you guys have that, you get this is the subject, okay? The subject, which is me, I, okay? And then you got the adverb of frequency. So the adverb of frequency is right after right after the subject, okay? And before the verb. It's between the subject and the verb. I always, okay? Es entre el verbo, entre el sujeto y el verbo. ¿Listo? Is that clear? So now you guys know this structure. You're going to tell me and make your own examples, okay? Your own examples. So Nicholas, we got examples?
Yes.
Good.
Wait.
Read their examples.
Okay. Luis, I always drink water when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Astrid, normally I eat fruit.
Sorry?
Normally I eat fruit.
I normally eat fruit, okay? Normally I eat fruit.
Valentina, I always eat. Sorry. I always eat my breakfast at 8 a.m.
Alright, it's here. Uh-huh.
Giselle, I frequently play soccer.
I frequently play soccer.
Luis, I usually bathe after breakfast.
Bathe? What's bathe? Bath.
Bath like.
Take a shower, guys. Ojo, a la clase pasada que les dije, take a bath. That's not common to say in English. You better use take a shower, okay? You take a shower, se baña. You see that? You take a shower.
Valentina, normally people ask me my age.
Okay, good.
Luis, normally people eat dinner at 6 p.m.
Have dinner.
Valentina, I have never visited. ¿Cómo se
Visited?
Visited the sea.
Alright, I have never visited the sea. Good.
Bradley, I have never been to Asia. I usually shop for groceries on Saturday mornings.
Okay, I usually go for groceries on Saturday mornings. Good.
Daniela, I hardly never can be in the English class live.
Try it one more time.
Daniela, I hardly never can be in the English
That's
class
not good
live.
to say, okay? I hardly never can be, that's not good. So if you want to make it negative, you say, I hardly ever, I am hardly ever, or I hardly ever attend English class, okay? I hardly ever attend English classes. You never use can because can is a modal verb. So in that case, I hardly ever can do it. That's a modal verb, so it sounds like weird, I think. So you better use another verb. Okay? No can.
Okay. John, I always study English.
Okay.
Luis, sometimes I sleep a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Isabella, I usually get up at 7 a.m.
Good.
Luis, occasionally I cook.
Alright.
Valentina, do you have a tattoo teacher?
Sorry?
Valentina, do you have a tattoo teacher?
Yeah, I've got many tattoos.
And no more.
Okay, good. Okay. So what sería? Remember to show the pictures?
Okay.
Sorry. So guys, look, I'm going to erase them. So you guys please have them in mind.
Teacher.
Yeah?
Lisette, I wait been there.
Sorry?
I wait been there.
I'm always there?
No. I wait is WHAVE, and I don't know what it means.
Alright, guys, before continuing, I want to clarify something, and it is that we also use for sure the adverse of frequency with the verb to be. Okay, so it's different when you guys use the verb to be, okay, and when you guys use another verb, a different verb. I'm always on time. You see that? And you say, I always attend the class. I always attend the class on time. You see this? All right, look at this. So you have, I'm always on time, I always attend the class on time. Here, you got two sentences, and the verbs of these two sentences are attend, and the verb to be. You see this? The verb and the verb. You see? But when you use the verb to be, this is the verb to be, okay? You see that the adverb of frequency goes right after the verb to be. You see that? It's after the verb to be. And here we use a different verb, a different one from the verb to be, you guys. Right as I told you, okay? Right, you use the adverb of frequency between the subject and the verb. You see that? That is important to say, guys. Is that clear? So you told me, yeah? You was telling me something?
Señor?
You were telling me something.
No.
You called me teacher.
Ah, es que se había caído la transmisión porque accidentalmente se desconectó el internet. Y ya estaban comentando eso, entonces les estaba aclarando eso.
Okay, so but are we on live?
No.
¿No estamos en línea?
Sí, señor.
Okay.
Sino que se desconectó un momentico, pero se
¿Vivo?
conectó
Okay.
rápido.
Good. Entonces, should I explain one more time?
Pues creo que no estaba haciendo nada en el momento, pero pues sí.
Are you sure? So please check the comments.
Okay. Sí, ya al parecer ya se solucionó el problema.
Okay, but I want to make sure that they understood this.
Okay, ya creo.
Okay, guys, look, I don't know. Nicholas told me that there was a problem, there was troubles. So I don't know if this topic was clear when I explained the difference between or using the adverb of frequencies with the verb to be and different verbs. So I don't know if it's clear for you guys because it's important for you to know that, yeah?
Que no necesitas volver a explicar todo, que sé que hacer una vez.
Alright, good. So now you guys are gonna tell me your examples. Okay? What's the idea? Nicholas is going to post pictures, okay, about any situation, and you guys are going to describe this picture about whatever, a picture using the adverbs of frequency, okay? So you can make funny sentences like yesterday ones. So anyone,
I don't know.
whatever, an action. You got it?
Like that.
But people,
Sorry.
people to activities.
Okay.
Okay, so Nicholas, one more time. Nicholas is uploading pictures, guys, for you to describe using the adverbs of frequency, okay? Remember that,
Nope.
yeah, perfect. Remember that the participation is 4 points, okay? Good, so there you go. What do you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so the picture is right here. It's right here, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so the picture is right here, and you guys have to describe the picture, but using the adversal frequency, okay? Just be creative, I don't know, whatever you want, as long as the sentence describes the picture, and you guys use the adverse of frequency. What happened? Again?
Yes.
But is the picture still there?
Yes.
Is it still there? Okay.
Teacher Isabella.
Uh-huh.
They usually run together.
Okay, very good. They usually run together. Okay? Run together. Let's use the okay. Give me a second. Why don't you not do something here? They usually run together. They usually run together. Very good. Okay? Another one.
Wait.
Another picture. Very good. You say that, Isabella?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Isabella. They usually run together. You gotta do many things right at the same time.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, whatever, yes. Okay, so here we go again with another picture. So the same, guys, in first person. So please describe the picture using the adverbs of frequency. Okay. So where is it? Can I see it?
There.
No, but I mean,
Okay.
what's that? Because I don't see. I can.
Wait.
Okay. Okay. Good. Come on, guys. So you see, like many guys with a teacher, I think.
Teacher.
Yep.
John, they always study.
Okay, but use a different one. Okay, always good. So they always study. They always study. Okay, very good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Another?
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, but try to search the action, the person doing the action.
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so here we go. There you go, guys, with another one. Another picture, the same. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so please show it to me. Good, okay? So you see a girl, I think, doing something. So you guys describe the picture or tell me a sentence using the adverbs of frequency. Please.
Isabella, she sometimes smoke.
She, very good. She sometimes smokes. Remember, guys. Okay, remember. Okay, so here we're talking about her third person. And remember, as I told you yesterday, that every time in present simple, okay, you guys use or you guys talk about a third person like he, she, it, you have to add an s to the verb. S to the verb. Okay, so you say smokes. She sometimes smokes. These adverbs of frequency, they don't modify the subject, okay? So you say she sometimes smokes. Good. Another one. Okay. So there we go. With another picture, I think it's already there.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So tell me, we're describe the picture using the adverb of frequency. No?
No yet.
All right. It's okay.
Teacher, Astrid, he always takes a bath.
Take a shower, okay? He always, but don't use always. It's already there. Use a different one. Use a different phrasal verb. A different adverb of frequency.
Okay, John, he frequently takes a shower.
Very good. He frequently takes a shower.
Teacher, so the point is for Astrid or
No, this sentence.
John?
Yeah, guys, remember to use a different adverb of frequency, okay? Don't use the ones that you already see on the board. Okay, so there you go with another one. So Nicholas is Pauline, the next one. You guys need to be patient because Nicholas takes his time to search the picture, upload the picture, okay, and post it there in like here. Okay, good. So Nicholas, don't forget to show it to me.
Yes.
Cool, good. So you guys, good. You guys have another picture, and please use a different adverb of frequency.
Teacher,
Yeah.
there are a lot of participation.
There are a lot of people participating. Okay, cool. That's nice. How many systems?
19.
All right.
Teacher Bradley, she sometimes clean the kitchen.
Sometimes it's already here. There's another one.
Usually,
Usually,
John, he hardly ever wash the dishes.
Washes the dishes. Very good. So she hardly ever washes the dishes. Very good. Who said that?
Yon.
Okay, very good, Yon. Dishes. Good. So the next picture. Okay. Good. So the same. Use a different adverb of frequency, okay, to express the following situation. Good. You got it. And please show it to me. All right. Okay. Got it?
Yes. Isabella, they never fight.
Very good. They never fight. Excellent. They never fight. They never fight. So is there okay, they never fight. Okay. Another one? Another one? There are many actions you can find on the internet.
Okay. Yes.
One more. One more. Show it to me.
Yes.
Okay. So you got it?
Yes.
I think there are like you're missing some outbursts of frequency.
John, she normally watches YouTube.
Watches. Okay, good. So she normally watches YouTube. She normally is she watching YouTube? Okay.
Yes.
She normally watches YouTube. YouTube. Alright guys, so I think there is another one which is often, okay? Often, this is another, can they see the word often because of the picture? Maybe it is probably there. Cover the picture. No?
Okay.
Make sure please. Take it away. Okay, can they see the word?
Yes.
Okay, good, guys. So here you got often. Often is another adverb of frequency. Okay, es otro adverbio de frecuencia. De pronto creo que olvidé decirlo, pero it is similar to frequently and normally. Okay, it is similar to frequently and normally. So they are similar. So if you say often, it is like I don't know, like 60%, 70%. Okay, so it's similar to frequently and normally. Okay, so guys, to finish the class, I want to summarize the class, and today you guys learned about some adverbs of frequency. Okay, so remember the adverbs of frequency are used for describing or expressing how often you do an activity. Okay, so you guys have expressions to express an exact number of times you do an activity, like daily, weekly, sorry. And you guys have this adverbs of frequency that to express how often you do an activity. Okay, so I gave you like some percentages just to guide, okay, to guide the way or which adverbs of frequency you use regarding the time, the numbers of time you do an activity. Okay, so if remember that the adverb frequency is between the subject, okay, the subject and the subject and the verb. So I usually do this, etc. And if you use the verb to be, it is right after the verb to be, like I'm always on time. You see that? So I think Nicholas, is that okay? Is not posted?
No.
Okay, good. So I think we have finished. Have a good weekend. See you next week on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. That's it. Bye bye.
Hola chicos, ¿cómo van? Bueno, estoy acá para recordarles que, bueno, cómo funciona el cronograma académico durante este periodo, ¿vale? Entonces, tenemos lo siguiente. Los lunes, las monitorías de 2 de la tarde a 5 de la tarde. De martes a viernes, las tutorías de 6 de la tarde a 7 de la noche. Y los sábados, los talleres de formación desde las 9 de la mañana hasta el mediodía, chicos. Recuerden que estos talleres de formación se están realizando de forma virtual. Y pues esperamos todos los estudiantes que se puedan, ¿vale? No siendo más, chicos, pues muchas gracias por todo y que tengan una feliz noche.